Yo, wrestling fans, strap in, because the wrestling world has just been turned completely upside down. I mean, we're talking throw your popcorn, wake the neighbors, text your ex levels of shock here. In a move literally nobody saw coming, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman have officially announced the most dangerous partner imaginable. And no, it's not some surprise NXT call-up or a washed legend dusting off their boots. It's Brock freaking Lesnar. Yeah, that Brock Lesnar, the Beast, the Suplex City landlord, the I'll farm in Saskatchewan until Vince calls me with a check guy. And hey, before we dive in, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and drop a like, because trust me, you're gonna want to ride along for this chaos. Comment below too. Who do you think is brave or dumb enough to step up to this new alliance? Now, let's set the stage. Tonight on Monday Night Raw, the entire landscape of WWE changed forever. What we saw wasn't just a new alliance forming, it was basically a wrestling version of Thanos collecting the last Infinity Stone. Seth Rollins, the so-called visionary, teamed with the master manipulator himself, Paul Heyman, and together they somehow pulled off the impossible, convincing Brock Lesnar to join their revolution. And man, if you're Roman Reigns right now, you've got to be looking over your shoulder, clutching that Bloodline necklace like it's about to save you. Spoiler, it won't. The challenge was simple but brutal. How do you counter the Bloodline? Roman Reigns is unifying his family, bringing in cousins, uncles, possibly his mailman at this point. Rollins knew he couldn't beat that with just flashy jackets and drip. He needed something bigger, something scarier. He needed raw, undeniable force. Enter Brock Lesnar, WWE's nuclear option. And yo, the way it all went down, straight goosebumps. Rollins is in the ring, ranting about revolutions and visions like he's auditioning for a TED Talk. Then, boom, Paul Heyman struts out with that trademark smug grin like he just sold your house without asking. He grabs the mic and hits Rollins with that classic Heyman delivery. To change the game, you need the ultimate game changer. Lights drop, crowd loses their minds, a guitar riff cuts through the silence, and then bam, there he is, Brock Lesnar, looking like he just bench-pressed a tractor for fun. The whole place lost it. Rollins reaches out his hand, Lesnar stares at it like he's debating whether to shake it or rip it off, and finally, they shake. Boom, just like that, history is made. Heyman smiling like a proud dad at graduation, Rollins is soaking in the moment, and Brock's just standing there probably thinking about hunting season. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the faction. Rollins, Heyman, and Lesnar. Call it the Vision, call it the Revolution, call it the Nightmare Before Roman. Doesn't matter. What matters is this is instantly the biggest threat to the Bloodline and honestly the most dangerous trio WWE's seen in years. Roman Reigns might want to start recruiting fast, maybe ring up Rikishi, maybe even dial Batista just in case. But hey, I gotta say, this has to be one of the wildest alliances ever. Rollins, the guy Brock has murdered in the past, Heyman, who has turned on Brock before, and now they're all cool? WWE really said haters to lovers arc. Somewhere backstage, Cody Rhodes is shaking his head like, man, I just wanted to finish my story. All right, real talk. Drop your predictions in the comments. Who should step up to this new mega faction? Does Roman go solo Superman mode, or does he call up Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy, Jay, the entire Anoa'i family tree? Or, and hear me out, do we finally get that Avengers-style mega match, Bloodline versus The Vision? Because if that happens, I'm selling my card just to buy a ringside ticket. Don't forget, check the links in the description if you want to grab those Roman Reigns OTC1 collectible figures, the shirts, even the October 1st sneakers. Plus, shout out to the All Gas No Brains Jacob shirt, low-key the most accurate piece of merch WWE's dropped in years. Anyway, this is the biggest story in wrestling today. Brock Lesnar joining Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. That's not just news, that's history. So smash the like button if you're hyped, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you don't miss when we break down Roman Reigns' response, because you know the tribal chief ain't gonna stay quiet for long. Thanks for watching, you legends. Stay loud in the comments, stay chaotic on Twitter, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.